On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They go play action with Hurts. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Hurts. This is caught by Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st down, Hurts. And Sharp calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of the 1st down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chart.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on. 3, 19 Tiger. Go street. 18 Rodney. Go, Rig. Go. Check man.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Screen play to McAllister. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Check. 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Out to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run for it here with McAllister.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he's got room. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got McLaurin. And boy, did they need that. Out across the 30-yard line with a nice chunk play. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Lions, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the...
When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All of them, my business real, nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around, hey. Smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot but I'm not, gotta keep it down. Making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, one kind of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want to talk.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And, look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Dolphins at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Share. 18 Rattler. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Hey, Smash. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
There we go. Set. 1918. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Okay, break. Let's go, defense. Trap 60, trap 60. 41's the ball. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick.
There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. for a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Austin. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. The left side completion to Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll set and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He had a minimal gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth,
57 yards.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after